Hey YouTube, once again, I'm going to do another recipe today. Today what I'm going to do is some kimchi, which happens to be one of my favorite things to eat. It's delicious. I noticed a while ago, I bought a jar of it at the store, and it cost about $5. And I thought that was kind of expensive for about 12 ounces of something that can't be that hard to make. So I looked at the ingredients. Excuse me while I take a drink. I looked at the ingredients and I just bought what I thought was in there, and I tried it, and the first batch I made was so good it didn't last very long. So I'm going to do another one, and what I'd like to do in the future when I get a canning set up is I want to get some canning jars that are big like this, that I could do a big batch of kimchi. And basically what goes into kimchi, the number one ingredient is some spice, and this stuff is awesome, really spicy, and not too expensive. This bag I got in the ethnic foods department of the grocery store, and it was about $2, which this is going to last a long time. There's a dusty one. I'll still eat it though. So what I do is I get the pepper going first. And you could use a coffee grinder to grind up these peppers, but I'll just use my little blender. It works just as good. It's got a nice high blade that's going to run right through there. Oh, and actually what I'll do is I'm going to add some peppercorn to that too. Mix up the spice flavor. That wasn't too much. A few tablespoons. So that's the spice. That looks pretty in there. It's going to be tasty. I guarantee I'm going to smell that when I open this up. So that makes about that much spice, which should be enough for this jar here. Oh yeah, I can smell that. Then what I'm going to do is some garlic. Whoa, that's spicy. Hi. For this, I guess I'll do 2 heads, and some more ginger, which I love. Wow, that pepper got me. It went right up my nose. There goes a little bit of ginger. Do a little more. It's been a long day in the shop, and I am so looking forward to making this video and then sitting down, watching a little UFC and kicking back, having a drink or two. All is good. To get this moving around, I'm going to put in a little bit of water that I filtered. That should be enough to get this stuff moving around. One more time. That should do it. It's a nice pulp. Looks kind of like lemon after you squeeze it. Smells wonderful. Yeah, that should definitely be enough. That'll be nice. And then the cabbage. This is some nice looking Chinese style cabbage, and that's what they use for kimchi, is the Chinese style. I'm guessing you could use the domestic kind too, but I like the way that looks in the jar. It's real pretty, and you can slice it nice and not too thin, but let's see, that's about right. Last time I did just 1 in here and it wasn't quite enough, so I'm going to try and I'm really going to stuff it good this time and try and get 2 in there. And this stuff goes so good with pretty much anything I cook. A little side of this, can't go wrong. Real tasty, a lot of spice. Definitely good with some burgers or some hot dogs. Have this on the side. And one reason I got interested in trying to do the kimchi was getting into canning. Now that's something I really want to get into. I got a pressure cooker, and it's not too big, but it should be able to do, I'm hoping, this jar or something a little smaller. So I'm going to go to the store and I'm going to buy some of those ball jars, and hopefully soon what I'll do is some canning of stews and things like that, some meat items. Just smoking things and making jerky probably is not going to be enough for what I want to do as far as setting food aside and filling up my cabinets with stuff. Okay, so that's it. That's all the cabbage in there. Don't it look nice? When I shake it up, all this is going to move around and really get going. For this recipe, I'm going to use canning and pickling salt. I don't know how much that was. I'm guessing that was probably about a quarter to half a cup. And then one thing you should try and find is this stuff here. It's Oriental style rice vinegar. And this stuff has a real nice flavor to it. I don't know if any of you guys ever had sushi and had sake with your sushi. This has a similar taste to sake. Well, I guess it's rice vinegar, so it's just like wine. It's, you know, I guess you could say it's spoiled rice wine. But it's real good, and you could definitely taste that flavor in there. I think this jar wasn't too expensive. It was just a few dollars. We did the pepper, so this is a real simple recipe. The last thing I'm going to do here is put in some water and then slice up a few carrots. I've been to a few stores, a few Asian, restaurants where they serve kimchi, and I like when they add a little bit of what they call daikon radish. It's got a nice texture, and the texture to a daikon radish is a lot like a carrot. So I'm going to put some carrots in here and see if that works good. Just a bag of baby carrots, which I've discovered are not really baby carrots, because when I started this bag, there was two of them stuck together like this, and it wasn't quite, it was like sealed on this end, and you could tell that they ran a big carrot through some kind of processor to get little baby carrots. So don't believe that they're baby carrots, because they're not. Hey, but they eat good. I love them. So what I'm going to do is, I guess that's about right. On the thicker ones, I'll hit it twice. This knife I bought yesterday at a thrift store. I got it for 99 cents. And I'll tell you, the steel on this blade is beautiful. Holds an edge nice. Just put one on it. It had all kinds of dents and grooves in it. So I just grabbed the file and I hand filed it down. Then put it on the stone. And it's pretty sharp. I'm probably going to fine tune it a little bit more. But it's a nice knife. This will be great for fishing, because you can run it under a salmon or any other fish for that matter. And that just looks nice. Looks like St. Patty's Day in there. Looking good. Actually, I don't think I'm going to be able to get all these suckers in there. That is not going to happen. So, I'll experiment with the carrots, and I'll do the rest. As I eat some of this down, I'll throw in some more carrots. So what I'm going to do is just seal her up. And then give it a shake. And then on the last, oh man, that's not even moving. I'm going to have to operate. On the last batch I did, every day I went into the fridge and I shook the container just to move that pepper around. There we go, get a little opening so that could float around. See what I'm working on here. Trying to get it down to the bottom. There we go. I think what I might have to end up doing is getting a bowl, spilling this into a big bowl. But as you can see, that's a big jar of what's going to be super spicy cabbage. And if this were canned, it's going to last a really long time. And I don't know about you guys, but I love spicy food. It kind of picks me up, you know, morale booster to have something nice and spicy, a little side item when you're eating some fish or some meat or what have you. But this is the way to go for me. I love cabbage, and hell, I'll wait a few days. About 4 days is all it takes for this to fully brine and marinate. And you'll notice the thicker parts of the cabbage are going to get a little bit softer, so it won't be quite so hard. The carrots are going to soften up. I think the vinegar, what it does is the acid in the vinegar kind of softens it up a little. But I like a little bit of a snap, a little crunch. So this is what I am going to do. I'm going to have that in a few days, and hopefully it'll turn out great, which I'm pretty sure it will. And cheers, everyone. Hope you enjoyed this. And my next video, I'm thinking about doing some more cooking. And what I'd like to do, excuse me while I chew an ice cube, what I'd like to do is do some salmon, some fresh caught salmon, and prepare it sushi style. And there are ways you could do sushi at home that are just, it's not hard at all really. All you need is a couple of pieces of the seaweed and a rice cooker, or hell, you don't need a rice cooker, just a cast iron pot. And basically that and a little, you know, the extra things that people have at the sushi bar, the wasabi stuff and some soy sauce and some avocado. And I like to make just simple, you know, rolls with some salmon and some avocado, throw in a little bit of this and that, but keep it simple. And when I roll it up, what I do is I pre-spice it with the wasabi and the soy sauce, and I keep those rolls, I roll them tight, and then I bring them with me when I go fishing or hiking, and in a bag, I've got a couple of rolls. Tastes great, and it's a good snack on the go. It's not something, you know, like jerky that's going to keep forever, but you know, if you're leaving the house for the day for a little hike, hey, bring that along. It's delicious, it's good energy, makes you feel great, and it's fun to cook, or prepare actually. You're not cooking anything. But I think that's going to be my next video, and hope you guys like this, and cheers to y'all. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.